We got us a corpse and cartridge occasion.
This is back during a close network test. A person discovered Heihachi's move list in the game, like 60% of it. And they also discovered Kazumi's move list. But they thought all of this stuff was just going to be applied to Reina Mishima, and they completely ignored it. But then now that Heihachi was revealed, they went back to that, moment, and they were like, wait a minute, we also found 60% of Kazumi as well. So the question now is, will Kazumi be the final character? Is what we have to think about. In my opinion, it seems very likely, and here's why. Now, I'm not trying to convince you guys of anything. Music is slow. I'm not trying to convince you guys of anything. I don't want you guys to be like, you lied to us. You lied. Right? This is a Photoshop that I found on Reddit. Someone put Kazumi's face over Reina. And the question that I simply ask you is, do you think that Reina is Kazumi's mother? I mean, the nose is kind of different. The lips is a little bit thicker on Kazumi Mishima. The eyes, she got more makeup, so it's hard to really tell. And then the eyebrows, Reina got Heihachi's thick eyebrows. The curvature of the face is kind of similar. Maybe her face, Reina's face, looked more like Heihachi than Kazumi, but she's also, so that's just something that I want to show you guys as well, right? Another reason why I think this is incredible is because this here, boom. So with this tweet right here, Harada says, rather than adding story mode for each character, we're going to add a story mode for each additional character. So basically what that means is these characters will not have their own character endings. They will all be a part of the main story. But the section at the bottom says, of course, these characters will be offered as free story DLC expansions that can be enjoyed without having to purchase the DLC characters. So what that means is, in the story DLC, without buying the season 1 pass, you will be able to play as Lydia or Eddie, Lydia, Heihachi, and this final character. What you have to think about now is what character fits into the story. I'm gonna bring up the trailer now. Let's run with the idea that Kazumi will be the final character. Let's just believe for a moment. I feel like her spirit, her essence, or something can be in this bag. This is the bag of Kazumi Mishima's spirit, energy, devil powers, right? And the reason why I'm focusing on this bag is because this guy right here is the only person who has this red mask and also a red staff, which tells us he's important. And there's another part in here where he's opening the bag and he's unleashing what looks like a spirit. This spirit right here, it looks like he's unleashing that. Also about this guy, he has red lightning. So who is this? Someone just a second ago said that red mask wearing guy could be another child of Heihachi, and honestly, we can't rule it out. This tweet here from Harada says there's about 18 to 25. He says, I confirm 9. Let's assume that this bag is Kazumi's spirit and he's unleashing that. When I say ghost Kazumi, you guys are probably like, what? Like, come on, Moonsaw, get real. But there's a tweet from Harada-san where he says that Kazumi is a ghost. Does Kazumi Tiger have a name? Yes, the tiger once had a name. Currently, Kazumi and her tiger are ghosts. This could be Kazumi's ghosts coming out of this bag. Right now, what we're doing, we're just running with the idea of, is Kazumi the final character, and we're trying to figure out how she would work her way into the game. And the way that I can see that happening so far is that this is her ghost spirit. Whoever this red electric having son of a gun opens this bag and unleashes Kazumi, and then we later see that spirit, that Kazumi whatever, trying to clap up Lydia's cheeks. That's possible. First off, before we move on to the next topic, what do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about this? Do you guys like the sound of that, or do you guys think like, nah, I'm good, I don't want that? That's, me personally, I like Kazumi as a character, but I honestly would not want them to do that. I feel like it's too much resurrecting of the past. I feel like Kazumi had her moment to do something amazing in Tekken 7 and it was squandered, and I don't think they should then use Tekken 8 as that second opportunity to tell Kazumi's story in an interesting way. Like, I feel like all the exciting stuff for Kazumi should have been done in Tekken 7, and I don't want Tekken 8 to like have to carry the burden of what wasn't done in Tekken 7. Now let's jump aboard the young Heihachi. So a lot of people look at this and they think that this is young Heihachi, and I personally do not think this is young Heihachi. Like we said before, he has the scar on his chest. This is something that only the old man Heihachi has. He also has the punch mark on his chest that Kazuya hit him with. So this once again shows us that this is Heihachi after Tekken 7. Now the reason why people say that this may be young Heihachi is because of the face. The face, I would admit, do look incredibly younger. But the thing about his face here is that I personally just think that this is a side effect of him being created in a new engine.
So all the characters, all 32 in the roster, were built from zero. We're doing the sculpting and everything from scratch. And so it was interesting to see kind of weird looking Jin Kazama at first, for example. And it's like, it doesn't look quite right. And so it took a little bit of trial and error until, you know, the models got perfect.
And I think Heihachi just being created again, he looks slightly different. So I don't think he's younger. I just think the Unreal Engine 5 is what's making him look different. Now, something else that I want to talk about as well. Someone said they saw Ogre. Well, not someone, but a few people said they saw Ogre in this trailer. Let me pull up a comment. But if you look just before Heihachi emerges, Ogre is standing in the smoke and then might be in the background shape who appears and vanishes. Also, slow motion, you can see purple smoke coming from Heihachi's body. So it's connected to the bag opening. Ogre awakening again. Heihachi being revived, maybe so Ogre can consume his power. The rest of Lydia's father, I believe, isn't dead, but the leader of the monks. No, the red guy is Lydia's dad. Oh, the red guy? But so Lydia's dad was a good guy. Why would he be walking around with a bag of Ogre's power in it? And then why will he then summon that bag and that bag go attack his daughter Lydia? I don't think Tekken will do that. Remember how we had all of these crazy ideas about what Tekken would do in terms of the story? A lot of those ideas were wrong simply because the developers played it very safe. Lee was not bad. Victor did not betray Lars. So with that in mind, I do not think that they will surprise twist us. This is Lydia's father. He's unleashing Ogre's spirit. He also has red lightning now, and that spirit go clap everyone's cheeks. It's just too much of a theory, and Tekken 8 story showed us so far that that's not true. Let's just assume this is some random person. It's not Lydia's father, and it's just some random person. You could then say that guy is still opening the bag, and that's still Ogre inside of it. That part I have no problem with. But if you look just before Heihachi emerges, Ogre is standing there in the smoke. I would have to assume this comment is talking about this. What we really have to focus on is the headpiece. Do you guys believe, yes or no, that this statue is Ogre? Pay attention to this part. You have this cheek part. I can also see a little bit of that same cheek part. So I can't rule it out completely. What I will say is, if I could only see the head, I would say yes, this is Ogre. But if I look at the whole body, it looks like pants, it looks like some ribbons. I don't see a shield. The body does not look like Ogre to me. No, yes, no, it's Egyptian. Maybe, can't be him. Okay, yeah, I say no too. I say no too. How likely do you think it is that Kazumi is the final character with all of this stuff that we just talked about? 9, 10, 3, 4, 0, 9, 7. You guys think it's more likely that Kazumi is resurrected through like this magical bag or whatever than it being Ogre? Remember that Heihachi wanted to create a new life form with his Ogre's blood? Okay, let's pull that up. So this news article is probably like a year old now. Heihachi failed to actually convert the Devil Gene, and he doesn't have it, so there's no way he can be revived like Kazuya or Jin Kazama. This is the original news article, and there's no mention of Ogre. Maybe he could have done some Ogre stuff. Who knows? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I just want to talk to you guys about this because I think it's pretty interesting, like just the discussions that's going on.